What up, people? What up? What up? What up? What up? It's the off season. Your boys are still here. Brooklyn's in the house. Mitch is in the house. We're all in the house. It's the No Man Fantasy Football Podcast, baby. You know how we do. It's your boy. It's me, Mitch. You know, cute guy. As always, the greatest. Oh, wait, I'm gonna break out my Paul Heyman. The undisputed, undefeated, undisclosed, unchallenged greatest podcast co-host in the history of fucking podcasts. What's up, Wes?
What up, Mitch?
All right, that was a good.
I like that intro. That's dope.
You like it, right? Yo, man.
Oh man, another week. You know what I'm saying? I love being here. I love this podcast. Welcome back, Los. Mike. Let's get into it, man.
Well, hey, I mean, I got to do it. I mean, if I had a, it's the Sultan, the man that he looks at a piece of paper and the stats just appear. He's nasty like that. Straight out of Raleigh, straight from everywhere in the world. Look, wherever there's a number, he appears.
No doubt.
Carlos, what up?
What up, man? I feel like I'm a permanent fixture here. Like you're
hey,
right there.
You are a permanent fixture here. You don't feel like it. That tingling is a rash. You are a permanent fixture here.
No.
Soon to be another permanent fixture if you look down below. This guy. Again, he doesn't need theme music. This guy, I mean, he is what he is, man. Look, this motherfucker right here. I'm gonna just say it.
The troublemaker.
He's a troublemaker. He's the troublemaker of the group. Like, every group has a bad boy. You know what I'm saying? And being a Jets fan, it just comes with the territory. Yo, Mike, 3 weeks in a row, dog. How you feeling, man?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good, man. You know? Yeah. Happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Guru.
I mean, this guy. I mean, he pushes. Look, when he pushes the button, he doesn't let go. So if you don't like what he has to say, he has 2 words for you, and they're not really that pleasant. So it is what it is. That's why we got him on the show. Look, we got some stuff to cover as we always do. We're gonna switch it up a little bit this week because we're in the off season, right? What are you guys gonna talk about in fantasy football? There's no football going on. Well, your boys got you. So check it out. First off, some housekeeping. We want to talk about the No Man Fantasy Football at gmail.com. Hit up the email box. You know, ask us your questions, what you're looking for. We got I got a question from this guy Leroy. He's in Wisconsin. I don't know why we get a lot of pull in Wisconsin. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but Wisconsin seems to be the spot.
They're always snowed in.
But just remember, Leroy,
take it.
Yeah, I will take whoever, man. His question was very simple. Where is Deshaun Watson going to be? Period. Just so at the end of the show, Leroy, we got you, baby. We're gonna.
You gotta. Hey, Mike, I sent you guys. You gotta pay the tax. You want Deshaun Watson? You gotta pay the toll.
We gotta talk to. We'll talk to Leroy at the end, and we'll give him your answer. All 4 of us will give you our own honest answer. So stay tuned. We're gonna try something. People, we're evolving. We're like Cro-Magnon into the. We're that evolutionary chart. We're going to try something new next week, man. We're going to be on Twitch. I don't know if you ever heard, not Switch, not Mitch, that's me, but not an itch like Wes got right now, but Twitch. It's another streaming type service. We'll still be up on YouTube as always. We stay loyal to our people at YouTube. Shout out to YouTube. But yeah, man, we're trying to evolve, So what we're gonna do today is kind of weird. Well, I'm gonna do an Are You Serious? I got a cool one with just kind of like the state of the NFL kind of deal or whatever. Wes, I got out this week. I just want you to know I got a message for you. You know what the other day was? I mean, Sunday.
I know.
So
I know.
I went out Sunday because I had workouts on Sunday, and then I took Lucas with me. So we got a story with. I'll save it for a second, but we'll do the Are You Serious? And then we want to do something kind of creative, right? So I'm going to moderate these guys, right? Wes is going to talk about quarterbacks. Mike's going to talk about wide receivers. And Carlos is going to talk about running backs. And what we're going to talk about is where we think they're going to be, what's going to happen trade-wise, free agent-wise, just kind of, again, the state of the NFL. Again, people, it all ties into the fantasy, what we're here, what we're about, what we're here to talk about is the fantasy and what the implications will be. And that will be my job. When these guys talk about that, I'm going to bring the fantasy value to it. And they'll throw the fantasy verbs in there as well. So let's get to it, man. Your favorite time of the week. Hey, again, Randy, you got Moss, baby. Just deal with it, brother. I mean, look, I'm better looking. I'm younger. I think I can catch the ball better than you. I know I could run a route better than you because your ass only ran straight.
He's the best wide receiver, hands down.
Man, you better put your hands up because Mitch Aber's in the house, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, Randy, if you ain't getting on the train, I got 3 words for you. It's very simple. Are you serious? So, Wes, we all know Sunday was Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to the crew, by the way. Everybody, shout out to the crew. So we had some workouts. It was kind of a rainy day, kind of a mushy day. So we decided to go stop by the old age place, man. We went to Shady Aches. We went to go talk to some of the old peeps. Herman says, "What's up?" Morty says, "L'chaim." Everyone's there. Everyone's chilling, right? So we run across Esther, and she's never seen Rookie Dog before, man. And with the big blue eyes, she was just like. So I had to put him in check. I was like, "Luke, that's your Uncle Wes's main squeeze, so we gotta be careful." So, but she was a little upset. She wanted to know where her Forever Rochers were. Wes, did you not send her Valentines? I mean,
hey man, I got that address mixed up.
See, I gotta talk to her next week when I see her because she was like, "I want you to say to Wes." Are you serious? Are you serious?
Got that mixed up.
So
Esther, I got you next week.
I'm just saying. So here's my "Are you serious?" So we hear that J.J. Watt and the Texans want to split ways, and then you get him talking about where he wants to go and what his I'm hearing the Browns, I'm hearing the Steelers, I'm hearing all these teams, right? So then I start to say to myself, I said, "Self, what's stopping a lot of these other guys from doing the same from these losing teams?" Because we look at baseball, we look at basketball, right? And the big 2, the big 3, the big 5, the big 7, whatever the case may be. Now, again, we all know going into this season, it's kind of going to be creative accounting per se to get certain guys to sign for certain other numbers, But then I thought about it. Look what your boy Tom Brady did, right? He went to a team. He got good money. Don't get me wrong. He got good money, but he went to a team and they made a championship, right? And that's what these guys are aiming for. Now, we all know, and I think they do as well, and their agents, if they're smart, are probably telling them the same thing. All we have to do is get past this 1 year. You get past this 1 year, 2022 is going to be prosperous for everybody. The money's going to be back. All the funding is going to be back. So as this year the salary cap goes this way, 2022 it's going this way. Okay, so I think J.J. Watt is actually doing a bad thing because listen. Obviously, he's doing the right thing by wanting to get out of there, but I think he's going to create a pool of people that are going to sign, that are not going to get, they're not going to get a lot of money. No one's going to get a lot of money. They need to get it straight out of their head. This year, they are not getting a lot of money. No matter where you go, no matter what free agents you guys talk about in the next segment, you are not going to see an exploded contract at all. You're going to see a lot of 1 year deals with some guarantees maybe, or some incentive money. See, these billionaires like David Tepper from the Panthers, they all got money. And they don't want to get fined by the salary cap, except for Jerry Jones. That motherfucker doesn't give a shit. But a lot of these guys are going to give them these incentive-laden contracts.
He's going to care, by the way, when he has to pay Dak's contract.
Well, he's gonna pay Dak's contract. It's my opinion.
But that's a side note.
Right. But I just like NFL players. Are you serious? Get your stuff together. And look, I'm all for it. Make your money now. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If you pull a Cam and don't have a good season, you're going to be Clay Matthews out of the league. That's just my opinion. You know, because J.J. Watt's no youngster. He signs a 1 year.
Yeah, but I think you hit the nail on the head, Mitch. I think that's exactly what he's going to do. He's probably going to sign a 1 year deal with somebody, probably incentive laden, and then because of you're right, across the league we're going to see a lot of 1 year deals.
Yeah, I totally.
And because of exactly that, because of the salary cap situation is unique this year, right? Because it's going down instead of going up. So I think you're dead on it, but. I expect somebody to sign him up, but you never know, too.
Well, it's funny, and this is one thing that the NFLPA, I guess, talked to the owners about. So there's a chance that when the football season starts, or even midway through the football season, if revenues are up and people are allowed back in the stadiums at like almost full capacity, and the stream starts pumping some money out, they're going to be able to renegotiate mid-year contracts.
Interesting.
So you got to watch out for that too.
That'll create a mess.
Well, no, it won't. No, I'll tell you why. Actually, look at it like this. Let's just say we'll use JJ for a second, right?
The Bears.
What'd you say? The Bears. I would love to see him go there. By the way,
watch.
I would like to see him go there.
But check this out. 1 year deal.
Let's just say he signs a 1 year deal for like $5 million, right? Let's just say he takes that. And let's say what happens is true. The COVID starts to fade away a little bit. People are taking better care of themselves. No one's getting sick as much. And they stop pumping people into the stadium and everything's going good and revenues are going great. But JJ's is having a shitty season. He's not going anywhere. That 5 year deal is, he has no negotiating tool. But like, let's say I'll use AJ Green for an example. Let's say he signs a $2.5 million deal and he has 7 or 8 touchdowns, whatever team he's on, by the halfway point. They could bump him up to 5, 6, 7, 8 million. You never know. Sure. So I'm just saying, all I'm saying is this: watch what you ask for. And because this is not the year to be moving. Like I guess that's my are you serious? This is not the year to be moving.
Unless you're Deshaun.
Unless you're stuck in the Houston Texans and then you just
yeah. I mean, I think Carlos just hit dead on it. I think this shows you how terrible the situation
dysfunctional over there. Dude.
How dysfunctional they are. That somebody like J.J. Watt, who I look at him as like a team player all the way and probably doesn't want to rock the boat. He's not that type of guy, but it shows you what kind of situation he's in and he wants out of there that bad.
Well, he just wants to win, Mike. Like that's, to me, it's, sure. I don't even think it's about wanting. He doesn't want out of Texas because he loves that place. He's put his heart and soul into that state.
Yeah, but the organization's a mess and he knows it.
So now he has about 3 to 4 years left in that motor, and he wants to get a tune-up. I can't blame him for that.
I mean, also,
unfortunately, this is the
how dope would it be to play with his brothers?
Well, that's why I think he's going to Pittsburgh. No, exactly.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, listen, you got okay.
He's not winning there.
Wait. Thank you, Wes.
Hold on, Mitch.
He's winning more than he is in Houston.
I get
Don't be surprised.
I think J.J. Watt is at the point where he wants to win. And I get the whole Cleveland stuff, the Pittsburgh stuff, but both of those guys got suspect quarterbacks situation. Like if I got my one shot to go win somewhere, I'm not going with a suspect quarterback.
Nope.
So he's got to. I think he's going to be wise about it. Like,
so what? Honestly, go to the Buccaneers?
No, he needs to go to Green Bay. To be honest,
Green Bay.
That'd be nice, actually.
I'd rather.
Like I said, you get a shot to win. You got the Smith brothers there. Like I said, I think he needs to be wise and take a shot to win versus the money and all this other stuff. Playing with your brothers. Like, that's great playing with your brothers.
Wait.
But I don't see that working. I don't see Cleveland working. I don't believe in Mayfield. Like he needs to go to somewhere to win if that's what he's about. But if he's about money, then yeah, he can go to Cleveland, be opposite Myles Garrett.
What happened if he's about family and he just wants to play with his brothers, man? That's
but check this out. I get that, but listen, did you see who retired this weekend? Marcus and Maurice Pouncey.
Yeah.
So there's no protection for Ben anymore like that.
Yeah.
That dude was the best in the league, hands down.
Well, I know they keep saying that they're going to restructure Ben's deal and all that stuff.
No,
I have a feeling he's not going to be the quarterback next year.
Listen,
I have a feeling somebody
don't
else
steal
is
my
going to be
lead,
the Steelers
Mike.
quarterback.
Don't steal my lead, Mike.
Oh, my bad.
Wes, do you have Ben's financial numbers?
No, I don't. Like I said,
I think it's around
41 million.
The bottom half.
21 million. They want him to go down to 4.5, 5 million.
Yeah.
And
41 million
like
is what they
$40 million.
owe.
Yeah. No. Well, anyway, we'll end Are You Serious? We'll get into this next segment because I'm pretty amped about this. Again, nomanfantasyfootball@gmail.com. Send us your Are You Serious? Send us your whatever you want to send us. Send us a fucking recipe. I don't care. Just hit the freaking email box. Go to the damn YouTube channel. Click subscribe and like. Do all that shit. I'm tired of this now. Yo, this is what pisses me off. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh, shit.
This dumb bitch could put Gorilla Glue in her fucking hair. Okay?
Hey, we're PG.
No, we're not. We're going R-rated right now. This dumb bitch could put Gorilla Glue in her fucking hair, right? Start a GoFundMe account and get like $40,000, and the freaking doctor did the surgery for free. What are you doing with the 40 grand? Give it to No Man. We could use it. Fuck you, you know? I'm going to put Gorilla Glue in my hair, see what happens, you know? I will start a GoFundMe. I'm sorry. I was just a little angry about that, people. But, all right, so listen. We've had a lot of segments on this show. We have G's Corner, which, by the way, had the greatest intro music ever. Greatest rap song ever. Just saying.
Oh, shit.
Just saying.
You know what? I was here for that. Damn,
you were here for the debut of that. We've had, all these different segments, but this one, I'm going to be the moderator. Okay?
Okay.
So how do you tell it's going to go down? We're going to go quarterbacks, wide receivers, and running backs. We're going to talk to Wes about quarterbacks, Mike's about wide receivers, and Carlos about running backs. We're going to talk about this upcoming free agents thing. We just talked about it in Are You Serious? We're going to talk about the impacts, where Wes thinks they're going to go, his professional opinion. And look, there's no one better. We all know this. Wes is the best. Look at that smile.
Oh, that rhyme.
Wes is the best. Wes is the EST of this podcast.
Oh, hey, I can't take her down, so don't be throwing me under the bus.
All right, so you can. Okay, well, sorry, Bianca. Hey, first of all, also shout out to my man Ralph DeFocus, freezing his ass off in Texas, man. So stay safe, brother. Stay safe, man. All right, Wes. So I'm gonna ask you for about your top 5 quarterbacks, okay? That free agents, trading, whatever the situation may be going into this season, where they're probably not going to be where they are today. Take the mic.
I'm gonna start with the biggest fish in the ocean here, Deshaun Watson.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump right in it. Everybody wants him. Houston don't want to let him go. But my deep down feeling is I think he's going to go to Miami. I hate to say it. They got the draft capital. They can flip. Your boy, I forgot. I'm drawing a blank off of the quarterback. Tua. Back to him. Funny thing about it, I was watching the NFL Live today, and basically the number 3 pick will be Houston's pick. So if you kind of think about it in retrospect, Houston will be trading Deshaun Watson for their own pick. Like, if it can only get any worse for Houston, you're trading your best asset for your own pick. Exactly, for the Larry Thompson pick that you gave away 2 years ago.
That's why I think it won't happen now. I don't think they can accept that mistake that they made.
Exactly. They can't.
That's the only reason why. Yeah.
My next one will be Dak, because I think Dallas really stepped in it. 2 years
hold on
ago.
a second. Hold on a second. Before you go to Deshaun, before you go to Dak, as the moderator, it's my job, my obligation.
We can touch
to,
on it. What
to
you got?
kind of talk about it real quick. So, I like your philosophy. I do. But let me. I'll throw the. How about this? I'll throw my curveball for each one. What if he stays? What if they don't move him?
Not happening.
Well, hold on. Listen,
I agree. He may pull a Carson Palmer.
He will not, because he's a professional.
I don't think
Deshaun
so.
Watson has been known around the league as being the guy who's a professional.
Yeah, but when he said he was at a 2 and then now he's at a 10, I think he's done.
I agree. I'm just saying my curveball is, if he stays, right, does he perform?
They have no first round pick, no
or does he take
pick.
or does he take a LeBron James flippy floppy and
pull an injury?
My back hurts. Ooh, my tailbone,
My thing, Mitch, on that is Houston's got to make a decision before draft, because they lose leverage when draft comes. Because
absolutely,
all these quarterbacks in the top 5, top 10, Houston loses leverage when these teams, the Jets draft, Washington draft, like Miami draft, like they're going to lose leverage once the draft comes, because these teams aren't going to need a quarterback.
Okay, so let me say this then. Check this out. As bad as an organization as these morons are over there, maybe that's what they do. They wait to see who drafts who and say, "Oh, Jets, you went ahead and drafted, Fields. I'm going to take him."
Hey,
no, see, I think that's exactly why the Jets get him. And I'm sorry,
we'll talk about you. You'll get to put your 2 cents in about the Jets.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, because they have the number 2 pick, and then Houston gets that decision of the second best quarterback in the draft. They can choose. If they pick the number 3 pick, then 2 quarterbacks are getting selected in front of them, and then they're getting whoever's left. And that's 3rd on their list. That's not going to happen. I don't see
you guys that live in North Carolina, have you been reading the paper lately?
I saw that. They're giving them
the Panthers are all in on Deshaun Watson.
That was a fake. It was a fake Adam Schefter account.
And it was a North Carolina. It wasn't even not even Adam Schefter.
No, it's not a true story. I heard about the whole thing with McCaffrey and then 3. Yeah, it's not a true story. It was not a true offer. Anyway,
but hey,
it's
when
big
there's
enough
smoke,
here in North
there's
Carolina.
fire.
Well, yeah, I mean, and it goes to show you the value of Deshaun Watson, right? I mean, why all these speculative things are coming out. I mean, I heard the craziness of the Jets in the 4-way trade, and the Jets were going to give up all 3 picks, and then 3 number 1 picks and a number 2
You
for
know
Russell
what you're getting
Wilson
with Deshaun Watson, a 25-year-old in his
Russell
prime.
Wilson and everything.
Yeah,
it wasn't happening.
I agree with you, Carlos. You're getting a stud in his prime.
Stud, dude. Look what he does with nothing. He made Williams. Fuller is gonna have to cut him a check and say, "Yo, thanks for the props, man," because Fuller's gonna get paid for the fact that he had Deshaun Watson as a quarterback.
I mean, the kid's 25 years old. They got him for 10 to 12 years of magnificent play from your quarterback, and you're going to get that.
All right, Wes, who's next?
All right, my next one is Dak. Dallas, he stepped in.
Yo, he's gone, bro.
I love you, Big Brother Lee, but I don't know what y'all gonna do. Y'all messed that up. Like I said, I think Zeke jumped the line a couple of years back when they should have paid Zach first. But yeah,
and Zeke sucks.
If you're gonna franchise Dak for the next couple of years, I think that's 40 this year, probably going 50 next year.
It's 42 and 53, if you'd like to know the numbers.
I know Stephen A. kind of threw out there Deshaun Watson for Dak, and I'm like, if I'm Houston, I wouldn't even do that, because I'm like, Dak is damaged. Like, Dak is good, but he's coming off an injury, and I don't. If I got to trade my best asset, I'm not going to trade you for your asset that's coming off an injury, no matter how good Dak is. Like I said, Dak was putting up numbers last year. I ain't going to front before he got hurt.
He was by far number 1.
Yeah, I was mad I didn't get him in fantasy because he was on my radar, and I don't know why I didn't get him. But when he got hurt, I just kind of felt like, damn, he lost out on money. But the way I saw Dallas playing, without him, I was like, well, damn, Dak's gonna sit on the couch and just get this money back because hell, Dallas is not good with Andy there, or probably took him a little bit more time with Andy. So I think, me personally, Mitch, I think I want Dak to stay in Dallas. I think there's something there. I'm all about finishing what you start, and I just like that offense. I think Dak can really flourish in that offense. So I'm not sending Dak off anywhere.
I'm not either. I don't think Dak goes anywhere. I think Dak stays in Dallas. I think if anything, either Zeke takes a cut in salary or he gets knocked out of town. He gets
they go French
exactly
Dak.
what you said earlier, Mitch. Jerry's just gonna have to do what he does and bite the bullet.
Jerry doesn't give a shit about a fucking salary cap.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're gonna be penalized.
Like,
they're gonna be over the cap. There's nothing they can do.
He doesn't care.
Negative Ghost Rider. He has too much pride, and he's just gonna let Dak just walk.
No, he's not. There's no other option right now, dude.
I don't. I don't see how he does that. But did you guys see the video that Dallas posted?
Stop! It was just the whatever
hype video.
But he wasn't on there though.
I know that's fine.
He's supposed to be the face of your franchise. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Listen.
Okay.
I mean, he's supposed to be the face of your franchise.
Thank you.
You're right.
If you got him, he should be like this, right? You know.
Hey, Giants fan down there.
Not even in the video.
Hey, hold on a second. Hey, Giants
like
fan
I said, Dallas made that bed, man.
Yeah.
Let me address Carlos.
If that's not
real
sending
quick.
a message, Wes, I don't know what is though.
Let me
Come on, you
Carlos.
can't tell me that's not on purpose. Sorry.
No, I'm just saying. Let me address Carlos on this real quick.
Yeah.
So, Carlos, you're right. He has too much pride. But here's the thing. He saw what his team was without Dak last year. He doesn't want to be embarrassed like that again. And to your guy's point of the guy was a stud the first few weeks that he played, okay, he's not going to get rid of that. Like I said, he's either going to make Zeke lower his money or send Fat Boy out of town.
Hey, so if you had a choice to get Russell Wilson,
he's not going to get Russell.
Third on the list. Hello, man. Hello, Los.
Hey,
all right, so go to the next one.
All right, so Mr. Number 3 on the list, Russell Wilson, new to the party, because ain't nobody know nothing was wrong with Russ until he came on this week talking about he was trying to get ahead. So he was my one guy. I was like, Jerry may go for. Like everybody, like Watson, I don't see it. I just don't see Watson going, and they swatting Dak for Watson. But I did see Russell Wilson. I did see Russell going to Dallas, and maybe, Pete Carroll jumping on Dak. Just for that, just for Dallas, notable offensive line protection. Now, they may be getting old. I don't follow the old line like that.
Yeah, I mean, their protection wasn't good this year, so.
Okay, true. So
they still got a better old in Seattle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but I see Jerry selling tickets. Like, okay, I can't win with Dak, but I can win with a previous Super Bowl winning quarterback. Let me see if I can get Russell in here.
So you're saying a Russell for Dak straight up trade?
If anything, yeah. If Dallas was to move on from Dak, I would think they would go Russell Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they can't trade him because they don't even have him on the contract.
Right. So I mean, so you're telling me,
but you can do a sign and trade.
You can sign and trade, but that's a complicated mess now because it's a quarterback that you're signing. So how much are you signing them for?
In a down year with money.
Russ is getting top money.
But he's not. He wouldn't be getting Dak money. It's a different game now. He's
number
not getting. Dak wants 40 plus.
Yeah, he ain't no Dak gotta stop smoking that shit because he ain't no fucking Russell Wilson, dude.
Well, you got to point
about look, Wes, tell them.
Yeah, but it's about
it's not about
that. He's going to get $42 million this year.
It's the market, dude.
He will get it. No. I'm saying if they what do you call it? Franchise tag him for one more year, he's getting $42 million.
Yeah.
So which is going to happen. So that's all I'm saying. Like you need to understand.
Can you get traded under the franchise tag?
I believe you can. I believe you can't. No.
No, they got
You
a
franchise tag him.
So Jerry's in a hard spot.
Yeah.
So okay. So here's a trade. Look at it. So look, I'm gonna put on my GM hat. Hold on. Here's my GM hat. You ready? You drop Dak, right? You don't sign him. You trade Z. Listen.
You let go of your leverage.
Yeah.
Stop talking. I got this for you. The GM speaking.
Oh,
The
shit.
GM.
You got to think, Dak is a free agent, so he can go anywhere.
Listen. Dak walks down the Prairie Road. Okay. Dallas trades Zeke to Seattle for Russell. Dak winds up taking a left at Albuquerque and signing with the fucking Seahawks. And now they got both those guys, and the Seahawks are a better team.
No.
Well, you're not trading Zeke for Russell straight up. That ain't happening.
That ain't happening. And then goes into my segment with Chris Carson. So
Guru, people, Guru. I make one phone call, I make it happen. Who's your number 5?
We gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. All right, everybody's favorite, Carson Wentz, which should be an Are You Serious? But Philly, you guys are not getting a first round pick for Carson Wentz. I'm sorry to tell you.
You think they're gonna get the Matt Stafford deal?
You need to get from Indy. Take what you need to get from Indy. Take them 2 seconds and hit the bricks. Because
Wes, if you think Dak's situation is bad with $42 million, Wentz is $60 million. 60 million. So what are you gonna do with that guy? I mean, and he's
Carson Wentz would not even start on my son's middle school team.
They got to throw in Ertz into the deal.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they're going to have to. And they're going to have to keep him in a contract.
Ertz is a free agent.
Is he?
Yeah.
I thought he was in the deal.
No,
they're trying to sweeten the deal.
I think I'm almost positive Ertz is a free agent. I may
still has one more year under the rookie contract.
One more.
Yeah.
Ertz does? Okay. All right, so Wes, who's your so you get those are your top 5 you gave me?
Those are my 4, and then
who's your 5?
4. Then I kind of fall into the my Cam Newton, who I think is going to go to Washington, reunite with Ron Rivera. Carlos sent me some joints on Carr last week. I don't think the Raiders are moving Carr unless they know something with an upgrade, which is Deshaun Watson. So kind of iffy on that. But I was reading Mariota and Belichick with their quarterback situation. So I can see something happening there. I don't think the Raiders are going to hold on to a backup quarterback if they can get something, a second round for Mariota. If the Patriots are biting. But that's my quarterback for the week.
All right.
I think, Wes, by the way, I was going to say, I think Carr is going to be traded. I think he's not going to be. I don't think Gruden, he's not a Gruden guy. Gruden wants to get his own guy in there.
Don't get me wrong. Gruden is if you can kind of relate Carr and Gruden as dating, Gruden has a wandering eye. Like he's always looking for the prettiest girl in the room.
Oh yeah.
No matter how good Carr does,
Gruden's a player.
He's always looking around.
Yeah. And right now, Derek Carr's his side chick. He ain't even the main.
Well, and there's a lot of free agent quarterbats floating around. Yeah. Gruden's eyes are wandering in a lot of directions.
They got to be better than Carr. That's what I think. Like the only one I think is Watson that's out there that's better than Carr.
Mike, stop looking googly-eyed at quarterbacks and give me some googly eyes at some wide receivers, buddy.
All right. Well,
give me the first one.
We'll start with I'll give you the 2 notables. We'll go off the bat, and that is we'll go with Larry Fitzgerald and AJ Green, your boy.
Easy.
2 veterans.
Easy.
I want them both to go to
the Jets.
No, not the Jets. For once in my life, no. And it's for their sake. I want them to go to 2 Super Bowl contender teams.
Fitzgerald,
both veterans. Fitzgerald, I think, is going to stay right where he is.
Yeah, he's going to stay. He's their icon. He's their
that kind of guy too. But I mean, you're asking me what I personally would like for them. I personally would like for both of them to go to Super Bowl contenders wherever they go. Like Fitzgerald, I could see him maybe in Green Bay or something. Would be nice.
No.
Too cold.
Why not?
No
Too cold.
Too cold for him, man.
He's old for him. He's old.
Too old, man.
Like, come on, you acting like he's an old man.
Dude, how old is he?
38, dude.
How old is he? 38.
He's like 39, dude.
I don't know. He's still got plenty of life left in him. That's all
I
I know.
don't know.
Dude,
What
I'm 40.
about AJ? Give me a spot for AJ. What do you think?
Well, AJ, what would be a good spot for him? Maybe Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no room for him in Dallas.
No, there's no room for him there. It was with CeeDee Lamb and Amari.
And Amari, I think he'd fit, right in there. It's a nice little,
So
because you can't be like your number one anymore.
I'll talk about my boy, and I'll always have love for AJ. I always have love for AJ. I would personally, I agree. I would like to see AJ have a chance to win something. With that talent, that even if I'm not an AJ Green fan or a Bengal fan, you want to see a guy with that much talent if he still has anything left in the tank to try to win something. So here are my few spots for him: Kansas City.
Sure.
I wouldn't, and I think he wouldn't mind going back home to Georgia. I mean, he's a Georgia boy,
Georgia?
I wouldn't be surprised if I see him go sign a veterans deal in Atlanta, to be with Julio and to be with.
Yeah, but where's he going to fit there? You got Ridley, you got Julio, you got Hurts, you got maybe. Sure.
They could fit it in there. He's not an every down receiver. We all know that.
No.
But I think he's going west, man. I think he's going to go to the Rams or the 49ers. Or the Raiders. I mean, the Raiders are a great spot for him.
49ers, I was going to say, too. That was my other one. Yeah.
All right, so who's next up for you, Mike, on the free agent?
All right, well, now we're getting into the top five. These are my top fives. Tons of people out there got their top five.
These guys free agents?
Free agents.
Okay.
They're all free agents right now.
Okay.
The wide receiver pool was good for me because I had plenty to choose from. So this is people that are straight
Lucky
up
you.
Yeah. So my number 5 is Corey Davis. And
he's going to stay in Tennessee.
I think he's going to stay there as well. His numbers were pretty good. He had 65 receptions, 984 yards, and 5 touchdowns. We'd like to see him get a few more touchdowns in there.
Mike, all I got to say is about time because I've had that dude like 2 out of the last 3 years in fantasy, and he did squat until this year. He was consistent.
Oh, shit.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, I feel like he's one of those that's just growing as he goes, right? And he's just getting better and better.
I was mad that A.J. Brown came on the scene and just took the limelight.
Well,
I was like, are you serious? Corey Davis been there for 3 fucking years.
But I think they complement each other, to be honest with you.
I do, too. I was going to say exactly that. I think he's a nice AJ's actually a nice addition and helps him out quite a bit.
Now they need a short, fast white dude like a Cole Beasley on that team.
Danny Amendola is a free agent, not on the list, but there you go. Could throw him in there.
Not on the list.
There was your Hanukkah gift to everybody. Little Danny Amendola.
All right, so yeah. Anyway, my number 4 is Chris Godwin. He's 24 years old. His numbers weren't that great this year, believe it or not.
He was hurt.
Where did I have him? He had 65 receptions, 840, and 7 touchdowns. Not too bad, really.
He's legit, man. Like I said,
he is legit. And you got to also understand, I feel like because he's a Tom Brady, he's on Tom Brady's team. Tom Brady spreads the ball out so much that it's hard to get really good numbers with him. Right. And it kind of underscores how good he is, hence why he's number 4 on my list.
Yeah, they could franchise him for like 16 mil.
Yeah.
And keep him.
No, I would say if he stays, if he doesn't stay, he's another one. He could go out west. He could go to the Raiders. He could go to the 49ers and make them better. So
I mean, he's got a lot of possibilities. The guy is 24 years old. He's got a ton of talent. I mean,
I like the Godwin thing.
He's somebody I think you want to sign for multi-year deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Who's next?
My number 3 is Marvin Jones. Solid. He's a solid veteran receiver. He puts up numbers every year. You can say what you want. His numbers were 76 receptions, 978 yards, and 9
How old is Marvin Jones?
You know where he's going.
I think he's just at 30 or 29 or 30. Yeah.
I could see him in Green Bay.
He's going Cleveland.
And I think he's still got a few good solid years left in him, for sure.
Cleveland?
So
yeah.
If he goes to Cleveland, OBJ's out.
Yeah,
They don't
OBJ's
really-
out. I think OBJ.
Oh, he's already out. He's out
out.
of there.
He's out. I didn't have him on my list because he's not really a free agent, but we could talk about him in a different segment because
Marvin Jones is going to be 30 this year.
Yeah, there you go. He's going to be 30.
He got some gas, and he's in good shape. He's a good kid. You know,
I think he's still got plenty of life. 3-4 good solid years
absolutely.
left for sure. You know,
absolutely.
I think so. Yeah,
you haven't got to Magado. You haven't got to Magado, Mike.
And he's a numbers guy. He's a numbers guy.
He's a possession receiver.
That's just it. And that's why I have him ranked number 3 on my list because
Mike, you need to get to that other Detroit receiver.
He didn't make the cut. Sorry.
Nice.
Who, Kenny Galladay?
Hey, man, this is my list, bro. No, I didn't put him on there.
Hey, don't push his fucking buttons, Wes.
He's actually 6, if you would like to know.
Don't push his fucking buttons.
Wes, he's actually number 6, if you would like to know, Galladay, on my list. So if it makes you feel better, there you go.
Right,
so my number 2?
My
number 2 is Juju.
I think
he's
Las Vegas.
Right.
I think he needs to get out of Pittsburgh. I don't really like.
Oh, he's out of there.
Yeah, he's gone.
I don't really like the fit there, and I think he's a lot better than people think he is, and that's why he's number 2 on my list. And even despite having
Kansas City,
what was his numbers? Yeah, he still had 97 receptions for 831 yards and 9 touchdowns in Pittsburgh, with kind of an inept offense, you know, in a lot of ways.
Be a Chief.
So,
Juju
I mean,
Chief.
and he's a big body. He's a big guy. And, I think he's a true number 1 for somebody. He could be, potentially.
Do you understand that if and I know it's a long shot, Wes. I see you shaking your head at me. But if they were to get him, the Chiefs, do you know how much pressure that takes off Tyreek Hill? I mean, who the fuck are you going to cover? Juju, Tyreek, Travis Kelce? Come on, that team will be unstoppable. Just Kermit got to get his foot right. Once Kermit gets his turf toe fixed, we're good. All right, who's number 1, Mikey?
Number 1, I think it's a slam dunk. It's Allen Robinson. And if you look at his numbers, 102 receptions, 1,250 yards, and 6 touchdowns. And if you look at his quarterbacks, it was Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is a stud in every imaginable, and I would love for him to come to my Jets, obviously, but
where would you want to see him go?
He's their offense.
Where would you want to see him go besides the Jets?
No, I mean personally, absolutely would love to see him go to the Jets. But once again, another guy that's been a veteran, been on a crappy team for a long time, right? So, you got to think contenders. Potential, I mean, the Bucs is obvious. The Chiefs are obvious. Thinking of another not quite as obvious, but maybe the Rams with Stafford could be really sexy. Rodgers in Green Bay. I think he's got the cold weather climate there, so you ain't got no problems there. I mean, he deals with Chicago.
And hey, what better way to stick it to Chicago than signing with the fucking Packers?
Sign with the Packers. Right. I mean, great. And I think Aaron Rodgers would just love to have a guy like him because he's just. I mean, I think he's a lot better than people even think. I mean, his numbers, like I said, 1,250 yards with Trubisky and Foles. I mean, come on. I mean, what does that tell you? And he had over 100 receptions. So.
He came from Blake Bortles in Jacksonville.
Mike, that was fire, Mike. That was
He's
great.
never had – thank you. He's never had a quarterback ever, and he's been performing. I mean, he's literally had the bottom rung of quarterbacks he has. I mean, 30-something ranked quarterbacks.
And check this out. And because you're saying that, and after Carlos goes, I'm going to tie something in for you guys with a nice little bow on it that's going to make you guys think about something. Because, Wes, your shit was fire. Mike, fire. I know the Sultan's going to bring the fire, so I'm not even worried about that. But when I tie this all in with a bow, think about – I want you guys to think about something. The only one it won't pertain to is Wes. That's the only – because it has to do with –
It's a black thing, bro.
It's a black thing.
Thank you. I didn't want to pull it out, Carlos.
Hey, man. Look, it's stop being
That's
racist.
all right.
No, listen. No. It's because it has to do with quarterbacks. A quarterback's not going to sign because another quarterback. You'll see what I'm talking about. Stop jumping the gun. Stop causing divide, Sultan. All right. sultan of smack talking stats. Give me your running backs.
All right, so I'm gonna do it like Mike did. My 5 out of 1,000 running backs who are supposedly free agents. I'm gonna start with Adrian Peterson,
Good.
the old man, 35 years old, 5th on the all-time rushing. He's less than 3,600 away from number 1. Last year alone, he had a decent year. Where's my numbers? 604 yards, 7 TDs. Hey, and that's only doing
good.
part-time
No,
on
hey.
Detroit Lions, who has no line, has nothing.
Right.
And
The guy can still play.
But he's
Yeah.
not a feature back. He's not a feature back. Though.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Still useful.
He's a Hall of Famer, and he's still playing.
I love it. I love the pick. I love AP. I love what he's about. I love that he doesn't mind switching his kids when they get out of line.
See, that's old school right
Look,
there.
It is what it
Go
is.
out
If you-
back, get a switch.
If you have a chance to
to-
be the all-time,
Yeah,
you
got
someone give him a shot. I
Right.
mean,
I
everywhere
agree.
he's gone, he's a hard runner. So
Okay.
I put him on there just because of that. Number 4, James Conner. He has a difficult situation over in Pittsburgh with Anthony McFarland and Benny Snell. They got drafted, and they're talking about drafting the dude from Alabama, Najee Harris.
Naheem Harris, yeah.
He has
Is
no
he-
line.
Is he a free agent though?
Yeah,
Connor? Okay.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
should be.
yeah, he is.
he-
He may get a small deal. I mean, to prove himself somewhere, but he's definitely a good pickup for somebody who needs a
He's
running
still
back.
young too.
Yeah. He's only 24 years old.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's a
he has a lot of
good
miles
runner.
left.
I don't.
He's
wanna
always
get-
hurt. He's always
Yeah,
hurt.
I'm not a fan of his because he plays against my team twice a year, but I just like Wes said, he gets hurt. He seems to get hurt a lot. I don't know if he's that runner, but we'll see.
Look,
Who's
As
number
much
3?
as he got hurt, he still did 721 rushing yards,
Well,
16
right. Well, because we talked about it in the podcast during the season is they couldn't throw the ball long, so they were just running the ball. When he was in there, they were running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
They were a run first team, So
So that's why he became number 4. Number 3, Chris Carson. We spoke about it, and that's not going to happen. Ezekiel and Wilson, it ain't happening.
the guru, I told you I'm the guru, man. No.
Because I see Chris Carson going to the Bills.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Ooh,
I like
good.
that.
I didn't even
That's
think about
interesting.
They
that.
need a runner. He's
Yeah.
young.
Yeah.
He's 26 years old. He runs hard. And Seattle already has Rashard Penny, who they got in the first round, and DJ in the 4th round. So
Well, I could see him go. I could see him or Connor going to Buffalo. Actually,
you know. So
That's interesting.
Buffalo needs a consistent runner, and Carson runs as hard as anybody in the league. That's why he's always hurt.
Right.
But
That's true.
he's gonna run through a wall if it means he's gonna get a touchdown.
That is very
So,
true. That is very
you
true.
know,
He could be a good fit, actually.
Number 2, Kenyon Drake. He got traded mid-year 2019.
He had a good year in Arizona.
Yeah, he did. He was 45 yards away from 1,000-yard rush.
Wow.
Hey, he was good with the Dolphins.
Yes.
And he was.
Right.
I can see him staying with Arizona.
I could see him staying in Arizona too.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Him and Edmonds could be a good duo.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Because Chase can't stay healthy with nothing. Chase blows his nose. He slips a disc. So,
He sneezes and his back went out.
yeah, it's not good. Not good.
And everybody knows number 1, Aaron Jones, running back, Green Bay. I don't see him staying because Green Bay's cheap as fuck. And no matter what they keep doing to Aaron Rodgers, he keeps winning. So why not take his best weapon away in the play action and give him another MVP?
But Jamal Williams and AJ Dillon are very good with Aaron.
Yeah.
So,
I get Carlos's point. I think Carlos's point is more a shot at management of Green Bay. That dude, like, y'all ain't helping Aaron Rodgers. Like,
Right.
the best talent y'all got are walking out the door, or you're not drafted. I think
And what
that's
does
all.
what does Aaron Rodgers keep doing? Keep
Exactly.
winning. Keep
Like,
winning.
what is Aaron Rodgers doing wrong, dude?
Exactly.
Wins 13 games every year
Championship
somehow.
game twice.
Right.
But I see Aaron Jones fitting into Dolphins. Because if they get, and I'm just
Oh, man,
speculating.
leave my man
Nah,
gas
they
man
like
alone.
their
Leave my
running
man
back,
gas
dude.
man at that
They
position.
like their running back.
Yeah, but
Gaskins, dude.
wouldn't you want Aaron Jones over their running back?
I don't think Aaron Jones is a good fit there. I see Aaron Jones a good fit in a cold weather place like a there's a few places I could send him. Like even I don't want to say going to Detroit because that's like going to Cleveland to die.
Yeah, but he's an old man considered running back. He's 26. As a running back, you want that warm weather. You heard it here first. He's
Hey,
going to
What about
go
the
to
Rams?
don't be surprised. Do not be surprised if Dallas if Dallas signs Dak and parts ways with
That ain't
Zeke.
happening.
It's not happening. They're not getting out of
Whoa,
Zeke's
whoa, whoa,
contract.
whoa,
No one
Hold on.
in their right mind is taking Zeke's contract.
Yeah.
Listen, Linda.
Listen,
Linda. Listen. Who drafted Aaron Jones?
Oh, really?
Mike
Oh,
McCarthy.
you really? Oh,
And
come on.
McCarthy is not even going to make it in Dallas for another year.
Yeah.
Hold
And I
on.
don't think he's got pull like that either.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Hold on.
Yeah, they're
I
not
put it
cutting
back
Zeke
on.
for Aaron Jones.
His
The GM
weak ass
came back
interviewing on why they went for the extra point.
Stamp it. All right. So this is what guys. You guys were fire. It was awesome. We're gonna do more shit like this. I like this. Here's my tie back to everything for the running backs and wide receivers. Again, knowing what we're going into with this down year of money, do certain of these great players take less money to go to certain places to play? Like, for instance, Mike, you mentioned Allen Robinson. He's played with shit-ass quarterbacks since he's been in the league. If he has an opportunity to go play for a good team, but the money's not right, does he still do it anyway to play with a good quarterback?
You can't.
Well, his situation is he's never been paid, though, the way he should
Exactly. But
So,
you know
I
what?
think
The
he goes
Bears,
for the
that way
money.
this year, though.
the Bears could be
There's still
assholes
some teams
and
that have money.
franchise him.
There's still teams like the Jets and the Jaguars that have money.
Everything does. No,
I'm sorry, they have money.
Passes to the
They
Jets.
do.
Yeah, but again, you got to understand. If I get that the Jets and the Jaguars have money, right?
Yeah.
But here's where it starts to turn, and I'm not being a dick about this. Those are not the most attractive places to go play football.
No.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so a lot of these teams, these billionaires, are going to make moves and go over the salary cap just because they can.
But Mitch, you
Sure.
forget Allen. Dude, if they franchise him, he's stuck wherever they do with him.
Oh, he can't sign. They get first bid at him.
And then they have to match it.
Well, I just used him as a. I'm just using Allen Robinson. I'm talking about. Let's talk about the free agents that could just say, "Deuces, I'm out of here. I'm checking out. Whatever." I could see a lot of these guys signing with teams.
I don't know. I disagree. I think in today's day and age, it's all about the money. And guys want to get paid. Guys want to get paid. They don't want to hear it. They don't care. I don't want to hear your excuses. Give me my money.
Yeah,
They may be going to
Give me
play
my
in
money.
Canada for a
Yeah.
year.
Football and hockey are two of the sports that your body just gets deteriorated. And you
Yeah.
gotta think of their old
And you
people
only get
bodies.
one shot to get your big deal in football. It's not like other.
like
It's not like
baseball.
baseball and other sports where you can later on down the line get your big deal. In football, you only get really one
Hey,
chance.
And
You
don't be
mostly-
surprised if someone like J.J. Watt signs with the Arizona Cardinals because he has a friend there, and his name is DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, I've heard that. You know, it's
You never
Right.
know. You
I
never
think
know.
I'm with Carlos on that. I think he's 100% going to be a Pittsburgh Steeler.
Yeah,
Hanging out
I'm
his
with Wes. I'm going to Green. I'm going Green Bay
All right, Mike,
Packers.
we have this. And then
Yeah, we're going to remember this right
Yes.
here, right?
Yes.
So hey, we'll put we could put a little friendly wager on it.
Nice.
You know,
I like it.
Wes and I have the Packers. You guys have the Steelers.
Yeah.
You watch, he picked neither one of them.
Yeah, watch. Go Bengals.
There are 30 other teams, so, you know.
Who wants to go there, bro? It's cold all the time.
They got
Nice.
good pasta. They got good chili. and they're right on the border of Kentucky where bourbon's made, and their name Sin is in their name twice. And shut up, stupid Giants fan. All right. So now, Leroy, we're back to you, buddy. You hit us up in the Nomad Fantasy Football at gmail.com inbox. You hit us up and you ask us the question. You want to know why, where, and why. So the person that's been praying on it, the person that's been going to synagogues and temples and crack houses and everywhere in between, praying that this is going to happen. Mike, I'm going to start with you. Where is Deshaun Watson going to wind up?
Oh, shit.
And why?
Okay. Well,
you got 2 minutes.
Yeah.
By the way, everyone gets 2 minutes.
He's
I
wearing the
might be a little
jersey.
suspect there.
Oh, jeez.
I just have to say that right there. No, the real honest truth is there's a lot more to it that I'm not just, spitballing and saying, fantasy that I want to come. The Jets really have the best package to offer Houston in return. And that's the main reason why he should go to the Jets. The number 2 pick, the value of it, they can get their franchise guy, their quarterback they can pick. They know Trevor Lawrence is going to be gone, but every other quarterback is going to be up there. And
Donald will be there for him, possibly.
Or, there could be something involved with that. And either way, the leverage of the second pick in the draft is the reason why I really think he's going to end up being a Jet. Am I going to be right? I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see. But I really think there's a lot of merit to it because just the number – it's not just the number 2 pick, but the Jets actually are the only team. Do you know that you can only give out picks 3 years in advance? So all these people that are talking that you're going to give up 5 number 1 picks, it's not possible, right? Okay. You can only give up 3 years in advance.
The
Jets actually have got to be
4.
your picks.
The Jets actually have 4.
They have to be your picks, right?
They have to be your picks. So, like, if you get picks from another team,
right. You can only give out 3 years in advance, is what it is. Okay. So you can't give out 5 years worth of number 1s in advance. You can't do that. Yeah. Right. You can only project. So they can only project 3 years ahead.
All right. So we got Mike with a great reason going to the Jets. Big Perm, you're up next.
Oh, easy. Dolphins.
And why is that?
First off, he has a lot of friends there. The New York Post show him chilling with the Dolphins, having dinner there. They could get another pick for him. They could even get Tua out of it. Mike makes a good case, so I wasn't going to say the Jets either, so I just picked Dolphins. But either one has the best chance besides any other team of having Watson.
It definitely does. Yeah. It definitely does. The only reason why I keep always saying I just can't see him doing it is then it admits the mistake that they made with Laramie Tunsil.
No,
because then they're trading back for the same pick that they had.
Yeah. Well,
I just can't see them doing
How about the mistake with Hopkins? That's just going to linger forever.
But you guys look, can I say one? Look, I want to say this. Both you guys make a very good case, right? Mike, you probably make the best case because it makes the most sense. We're talking about the Texans.
Oh, absolutely. So
no
sense. Throw sense out the window.
Yeah. No, this is the same team that traded, the best receiver in football in my eyes for
a pack of Sour Patch Kids. For Sour Patch Kids.
Yeah. For a packet of soup. Ramen
noodles. I'm with Mike, but second best, the Dolphins. They have a lot to give. They have another quarterback they can just throw in and say, hey, you can have this quarterback and some picks. I'm just speculating out there.
All right. Mr. Co-host, my friend. We
just made it hard for him because he.
I know, right? I was about to say, because, I started on quarterbacks. I picked Miami. I'm going to throw my guys in the mix, the Raiders. Like I said, Carlos flipped me something a couple of weeks back, and I never responded back to him because I was really into it, where there was 4 different scenarios that the Raiders could do.
That was dope, man, too, man.
And it really got me thinking because I know Mike said that Carr is being traded this year. I'm not 100% on that, but I said if he does go, I'm thinking the Raiders have something in the works with Deshaun Watson, because there's no reason I would give up Carr, who I feel is a top 10, 15 quarterback for somebody.
Yeah, he's still got a gun.
Or to start over. You know what I'm saying? So if they can get 2 firsts for Carr or a first and a second for Carr, and they can flip that for Watson plus their own rated picks, first round picks in that mix. If I compare that to what the Jets can offer, just a ton of first round picks versus Miami, who can give you Tua plus some first round picks, but teammates from college that he can play with, or the Raiders, who can give you Carr 3 firsts and some seconds, however that works out. Whatever they get for Carr, they can kind of throw into the Watson deal. So I kind of weigh that 3 options. I was like, okay. I mean, as much as we bash Houston, they got their choice of which direction they want to go. You know, if they want to just to unload picks from the Jets, they can go there. If they want to get a young quarterback and picks and appease Watson, they can do that. Or they can go Raiders routes where you get a solid veteran quarterback, you know, better than average, and some picks, not as much as the other 2 organizations, the Jets and Miami, but you're at a higher starting point than where you would be if you picked up Tua or if you picked up somebody in this year's draft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Houston's kind of have their option of how they want to approach this. I honestly think Miami's the best situation. But I think the closer we get to the draft, we're going to see more traction with this situation because Houston could be SOL if they try to play this waiting game with Watson and he sits out for the year, or he starts missing training camp. Because then I'm like, okay, what are y'all gonna do? You know, your best player, like you already traded JJ, D Hop is gone from 2 years ago, and now your quarterback, he's sitting out. Like, this is a bad situation. Like, and it's already from the outside looking in, players don't like your organization. Like, they don't like the direction. So you need a win some way to kind of save this franchise, because after that, if Houston doesn't get it right, they can be an afterthought in the state of Texas, man, because you already got Dallas, and Dallas is always on the front page.
Yeah, you're already the little boy, right?
Exactly. So you don't want to kind of fall into that where I'm irrelevant.
Yeah.
You know, I can't even win, front page of my own state.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think you put it very nicely, Wes, the way you said that, and you're very kind to the Houston organization. Let's be honest here. They're just really lucky.
I can be honest.
Yeah, they just happen to be really lucky that Deshaun Watson is 25 years old and really good, and that's just it.
So here's my 2 cents on it. Okay, Mike, we've already established this is for draft picks and all that stuff, Jets make the most sense. Los, you said it as well. The Dolphins make a lot of sense. He has friends on that team. Although he's not going to be in control of this. This is all with the Texans, right? But I think that's a good landing spot.
No, technically he does have.
He has a no trade clause.
He has no trade clause.
But again, getting Tua back for him.
And also, Mitch, Miami got a black staff. Don't forget, like I said, I hate to be the black person.
No, you're right.
It's true. It's true.
Right.
But they got a black,
the head coach. Right. No, I get it.
Look, let's be real. Part of the reason why Deshaun wants to leave is because it's racial, and they have said that. It's kind of come out. That, Mike, it's come out very quietly, but it's come out.
It's come out. All right. So here's my kind of weird spin on it, because when I saw the email this morning, I said to myself, because I'm with Carlos and Wes, we're in the Carolinas. Mike, you may say that has no legs on it, but I'm going to tell you why it has those few legs on it for the Panthers. Okay, the Texans will get the Panthers' first round pick of this year. Okay, they'll also get Christian McCaffrey. Okay,
which is a top 5.
Which is a top 5 running back. Listen, just hear me out. Hear me out. We just talk about the race card per se. that's the whitest white boy in the fucking league is Christian McCaffrey. Okay,
Sure.
so they could look at him as that's the face of our franchise. Now, in getting that first pick from the Panthers, guess who you could take? The whiter white guy from Alabama, Mac Jones.
Sure,
Okay,
maybe he might be available.
listen, and then you're slowly putting other pieces. He'll be available by the Panthers pick. Slowly with other picks that you're getting from the Panthers and other picks that you have, you're now building the rest of the team. But you got a franchise beast of a hell of a running back. You're going to have the quarterback of your choice. Again, they could go after a Sam Darnold if he happens to leave the Jets or wherever, whatever, a Dak Prescott possibly. Come down the road. We'll give you the money. Fuck Jerry. That's a possibility. There's so many realms of out there. Wait, listen. The only reason I'm saying it is because, again, I'm going to lead back to this, Mike. The Jets make the most sense. The Dolphins make a lot of sense. The Raiders make good sense. There's a few other teams that make good sense, but don't count out what billionaires who are friends could do. And here's the kicker. You ready? Kepper, whatever the hell his name is, for the Panthers, and the Texans owner, are butt buddies.
Yeah. But I understand you there, and I see you. But the problem is the issue is Carolina's first pick is the number 8 pick in the draft,
right.
And if you need a quarterback, are you really gonna sit back in the 8th pick and watch 4 or 5 quarterbacks get selected in front of you?
Right.
And then hope that you get Mac Jones.
You're using sense. You're
I'm
using
just saying.
sense.
Mike, you gotta look at McCaffrey like that. I get it.
Plus, now you have to pick up McCaffrey's contract.
If the deal was
which is not
draft picks,
great.
I get it. They're throwing in McCaffrey, so
I understand.
Houston's looking at it like, okay, I'm getting a top 5 talent running back.
It's a running back, though.
Picks.
It doesn't matter.
You're trading an
Hi, David
quarterback
Johnson.
for a running
Hi, everybody.
No, value, though, in the NFL, running back's value is declined tremendously because they realize that's why nobody wants to give big contracts to running backs.
Because they get hurt.
Christian McCaffrey ran for 200. He had all-purpose.
And you also have McCaffrey coming off of an injury once again. You have another guy
Listen. They babied his ass coming back the rest of the season. They could have brought him back at many different times. But I think that they're saying to themselves, look, if we trade...
Yeah, but he's also been injured twice already now, and he's young, and he's a running back. I'm just, you're playing that side of the fence. I'm playing the other side.
No,
I'm just saying.
You're going to go back and forth all day.
I mean,
the only side of the fence that I'm playing is that the Texans are a bunch of fucking morons.
Oh, I got you.
Hey, but
you
know what?
They are
they're
the
able,
dysfunctional franchise right
if they
now.
do this,
Thankfully,
if they do this, they're able to fix all the mistakes. They get 3 first rounders. That's the one that they gave away mad first rounders too.
So here, I'm gonna tell you guys what who's Leroy's pick was. Okay, and Leroy, if you're right, I'm gonna personally make you the first print of the No Man T-shirts, which are coming out. There will be a merch link in our bio. You can go into our merch shop and buy. I got the wife working on the design. Her and I working on the designs right now. We got some special. I'm gonna look before we put it out there to the universe. I'm gonna show you guys. Okay.
Do we get a discount?
No, you actually have to pay double.
Damn.
But your face is gonna be on it. It's we're working on some different items right now. We're working on some hats. We're working on some masks. We're working on some headbands. We're working on some T-shirts. We got it all going right now. But Leroy, if your pick now, I'll give you guys this. His pick was one of our 4 picks. Okay. If you are correct, I will personally send you a No Ma'am Fantasy Football Podcast T-shirt signed by the 4 of us. That's my promise to you.
Nice.
Okay. Leroy's pick was the Jets.
Leroy, you're a smart man.
No,
this
is what he exactly said to me, and this is why I was saying what I was saying. he said the most sense,
Yeah.
value-wise, is the
Right.
Jets.
And you guys got to understand too. You guys are looking at it as it's an even playing field, as in 3 first-round picks. If you want 3 first-round picks, you want them from a team that's been notoriously bad, right? Because they're 3 better picks than the other 3-round picks, right? You don't want 3 first-round picks from the Buccaneers, right? Because they're going to be the 32nd pick in the draft, right?
Right.
So.
Well, no, but so he said
the value is really the high.
He said it's going to be the Jets, but he in his heart of hearts he thinks it's going to be Seattle. So if any of those 2 teams, Leroy, Seattle or the Jets, you're going to get a shirt. I promise you that. Wes?
Seattle.
All I got to say is Leroy sound like a brother. Leroy bet on black.
Where'd we go wrong with this episode that we had for race relations in there? I blame you, Big Perm. I blame you. Look, guys, I love you. No, straight up and down. We're working on some shirts right now. You guys, now, again, when you get your shirts that we're going to give you, everybody on the show, you got to wear them at every podcast, by the way.
Oh,
just going to say.
We'll represent.
You know, I'm doing a hat like this, but with the No Man joint, and it'll have the Sultan on the back, or greatest co-host, or don't push my fucking buttons.
Don't push my buttons.
But we got it. We got it coming, man. No, I mean that's a great shirt for Mike. Just put a picture of Mike. Don't push my fucking buttons. You know,
that's it, man.
Look, no lie. You could ask Lucas. We were at the grocery store. It just made my day. This young black guy. He was a black guy. He's probably in his 30s or whatever. And
that's young.
Yeah, it's young. What the fuck? He's 30 years old. He was between 30 and 35. Right? So normally in my car, I have my Yankee mask that I wear. Like when we go to the grocery store, I put on my Yankee mask, right? Well, I didn't have it that day. The only mask I had in my car.
The No Man. Nice.
Was my No Man. And so I get out of the car and the guy's staring at me and I'm like, okay. And he goes, hey, man. I'm like, what's up? He's like, can I ask you a question? I'm like, sure. He goes, you do a podcast? I was like, yeah, I do. A fantasy football podcast. It's on YouTube. He goes, yeah, I'm a subscriber. You guys are fucking awesome. I'm like, that made my day. So,
nice.
Here, Indian Trail's a small, like I live in a little town called Indian Trail, North Carolina.
Far as hell.
Shut up. You're far as hell. And
I live in a city called Raleigh.
We're getting out there. Like that's what I mean. The moral of that was that we're getting out there. So, listen.
No, it's funny that you say that because my wife's like, "Yo, you got 22 subscribers," and I was like, "What?"
I think we're up to like 47 right now, 48.
Depends on what week it is, but yeah.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of views, man. The views are picking up. I will say this: I looked at the analytics the other day, and the length of time that people are watching our podcast is going up. We're kind of steady Eddie with the amount of views, but they're watching it, like they're watching it through. I'm just saying. Maybe it's Carlos. I mean, he's the best looking guy on the podcast.
He got the most hair.
You know,
that's true.
That is true. I mean, although I need the gel back. The big perm stuff's making me nervous, man. I'll be honest with you. But look, from my family to yours, this is my family. La Familia, La Raza. We wear everything right here. These are my peoples. We're the No Man Fantasy Football Podcasters. Soon to be on a Twitch screen next to you soon. So just pay attention, people.
Twitch,
go with the flow.
Wow.
No Man Fantasy Football at gmail.com. Be like Leroy. Hit us up. You get a free T-shirt. I mean, it is what it is. Yo, fellas, till next Tuesday. Y'all get your agenda. We're gonna do something similar to that, to what we did today, because I liked it. That was fire. So, peace out, world. We love y'all.
Gotta give me an easier topic.
All right, goodbye, peoples.